Everyone, welcome to Naptime News. My name is Chelsea, and let's get into today's topic. So, we have this article here talking about the live action movie Tangled. It has since been put on hold. Gee, I wonder why. But this is just some news about the casting with it. So, Tangled live action remake could reunite Black Widow stars. So earlier this year, it was rumored that Thunderbolt star Florence Pugh was the frontrunner to play the leading role of Rapunzel in Disney's upcoming Tangled live action movie. Now, it seems like the studio is eyeing Pugh's fellow Black Widow star Scarlett Johansson for one of the remake's lead characters. Honestly, I don't see Florence Pugh as Rapunzel. I think she's a little too old. Florence Pugh is what, in her mid to late 20s? And in the movie Tangled, Rapunzel is only supposed to be what, 16, maybe 18 at the most. And if you guys seen Florence Pugh's performances in Black Widow and also in Hawkeye, the TV series, and in Thunderbolts, granted she's playing the same character all across those three movies and TV shows, but she just doesn't seem the type that would be Rapunzel. Rapunzel, especially entangled, is bubbly. She's full of personality. She's energetic, just loves life and animals and everything. And very upbeat with even her voice. So I don't really see Florence Pugh being that way. She is the total opposite of that to me. But again, we'll see with that. So, what is Scarlett Johansson's potential role in the Tangled live action remake, you might be asking? Well, according to an insider, Johansson was reportedly in talks to portray Mother Gothel in the live action Tangled movie before Disney decided to temporarily put the project on hold. Should Johansson's casting push through once the movie moves forward again, this would reunite the Oscar nominee with Pugh after starring together in 2021's Black Widow. Now, I don't see Scarlett Johansson as Mother Gothel either. Like these two, I mean, I get it. They want to make the news like, oh, reunion between the two Black Widow stars, but I don't know. I just don't see it. Again, I think Johansson is a little too young. She's what, 40? And Mother Gothel, she seems just a little bit older than that. Granted, with Scarlett Johansson, with the hair and makeup, they could make her look older. I get that. But I just don't see that. And maybe it's just because I have Rapunzel's character and Mother Gothel's character so clear in my mind from Tangled that it's hard to picture anybody else playing them. But maybe Scarlett Johansson, but definitely not Florence Pugh for Tangled, for Rapunzel. Sorry about that. Anyway, per a previous report, production on the Tangled remake would reportedly only begin again depending on the box office performance of the upcoming Moana live action movie. Before it was halted, The Greatest Showman's Michael Gracie was attached to direct from a screenplay written by Thor Love and Thunder's Jennifer Caton Robinson. And the original 2010 animated movie was directed by Nathan Greno and Byron Howard from a screenplay written by Dan Fogelman. So it makes me kind of optimistic to find out that before it was put on hold, the director was actually the one who directed The Greatest Showman. The Greatest Showman, on a side note, to me, is one of the best newer original musicals that has come out recently. And the visuals, the dance numbers, the songs, everything, the style, it's just such a good musical movie. The pacing, it just flowed very nicely. I love the songs. They're just so impactful. It's one of the only movies that I think Zendaya is actually good in, in my opinion. But man, when you have a movie that has a lot of songs in it, and mostly all Disney movies are like mini musicals, right? Because they have all of the famous songs attached to them throughout the movie. And Tangled is one of those. So you have to have a certain type of director that has experience with shooting a musical movie. Okay. You have to have experience with that. And if you get somebody in there that doesn't know what they're doing, it can feel disjointed. The musical numbers don't match up, especially with the cinematography and everything. It just doesn't look right. Okay. So that's promising that at least he's on board. What's got me a little worried is the screenplay writer. She was on Thor Love and Thunder. Now, whenever I saw Thor Love and Thunder, I didn't dreadfully hate it, but I didn't really, it wasn't one of my favorite either. And the comic book community hated it. Horrible. They totally roasted the crap out of that movie. So they were definitely not pleased with that. And I get a lot of their complaints with it. I really do. But again, going back to Tangled, because the screenplay for Thor Love and Thunder wasn't good, it doesn't sound promising that now that screenwriter is now coming to this and doing Tangled. So it's just got me a little worried about what crap they're going to insert in this. But maybe they've learned their lesson from their other live action remake flops. But again, this is Disney, so probably not. Don't hold your breath, that's for sure. But we'll see. Again, this movie got put on hold. It looks like they're waiting for the performance of Moana to decide if they want to continue on with that. And I'm saying this to you, Disney, and I've said it in my review of the Lilo and Stitch live action remake. Just copy from the original. Do what DreamWorks Studios did with How to Train Your Dragon. People just want to see the original, but in live action with just a couple of the scenes enhanced, maybe musical numbers enhanced, more dance numbers, whatever, right? Just a little bit of enhancement here and there, but the storyline needs to stay the same. People don't like it when you stray from the original storyline. And honestly, I don't like it either. Okay. So I loved a lot of the Disney animated movies when I was younger, watched them all the time. And in the back of my mind, yeah, I always wondered, wow, it would be cool to see these as a live action remake. And now that we're getting these, at first I was really excited. Cinderella was amazing, the best live action remake coming from Disney so far. It's better than Lilo and Stitch because Lilo and Stitch, although it was really good and I gave it high praise and a good review, it changed a couple of the things in the storyline. Whereas the Cinderella movie, it didn't stray from the story. It didn't put any crap in it that wasn't supposed to be in there. So it actually did a pretty good job. So if they continue to do that with Tangled, what they did with Cinderella, then it'd be fine. They don't have to worry about it. And if they do the same thing with Moana, again, they don't have to worry about it. But will they learn their lesson? Have they learned their lesson? Probably not. I highly doubt it, but we'll have to see. Again, this movie is on hold, so a lot could change. Casting could change, directing, writing could change. So we'll just have to see where this goes. But that's about it. I will update you guys as I hear more about this topic because Tangled, again, like I said, is one of my favorite movies recently from Disney Animation Studios. So if they're going to do a live action remake, I just want it to be good. That's all. And that's about it. So don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.